Welcome to Audible Stories. The Maiden Mist. Once upon a time there lived a young girl called Leela. She was pretty daughter of the Eagle-Eye Chief among the Seneca people. When she was still very young, Leela got married. But, alas, her husband died, and the poor girl could not find her way through her deep sorrow. One day, she stepped into her canoe and paddled along the Niagara River. Without thinking, she paddled into the swift current. Soon the rough waves caught her canoe and hurtled it into the falls. Down she and her canoe tumbled, over those roaring Niagara Falls. As she fell, Thanos, the god of thunder and lightning who lived beneath the falls, caught her in his arms and carried her to his home. There was a quiet cave nestled behind the falls, safe from the raging waters. There the god Thanos and his sons tended to the sad girl, healing her wounds. As time passed, even her heart began to heal. Leela and one of the god's sons fell in love, and she was happy once again. But still, she never forgot her Phoenician people. One day a mighty serpent came down the river to the place where the Seneca people lived and began to poison the waters. Their crops began to die, and soon the people were dying as well. Leela saw that the serpent would destroy all her Phoenician people. She quickly ran to the god Thanos to ask for help. "Please," she begged, "I must go to my people to warn them of the dangers of the serpent. Can you please take me there?" Thanos lifted the girl through the falls, and set her down among her people where she appeared as a great drifting maiden mist. She called out to her people, "Please, listen to me, it is your daughter Leela, and you must move away from this place right now." The Phoenician people stepped closer and stared, and soon they began to see the shape of young Leela rising out of the mist. "There is a huge serpent that is destroying your life," she said, "poisoning your waters, destroying your land. You must move upriver to the Buffalo Creek. It is our daughter." The people cried loudly, "We must listen to her," and at once they began to pack their canoes with all the belongings they would need to settle in a new place. Thanos, the god of thunder and lightning, carried Leela back to her husband's home under the falls. The next day, when the serpent returned to the village to eat those who had died from his poison, he was enraged to find that the village, and the villagers were all gone. He hissed with fury, and turned upstream to follow them, but when the god of thunder heard the hiss, he rose up through the mists. Thanos followed the serpent upstream, and before the serpent reached the people, he threw down a great thunderbolt. The people who had landed at Buffalo Creek heard that loud crack of thunder. They turned and watched in astonishment as a great blast of lightning ripped the monster. The creature thrashed, whipping its tail against the water, shrieking in distress, and then it was still. Its giant body began to float downstream, and it lodged just above the cataract of Earth. There it created a huge semicircle that deflected great amounts of water into the falls just above the home of the good gods. Horrified, Thanos swept in through the waterfalls and did his best to stop the pouring water. Alas, he was too late. Nothing could stop that water, and when he saw that soon his home would be destroyed, he called for his sons and Leela to come away. "We must leave this place," he cried, and quickly they were there beside him. Together they moved into the sky, and it was there that they found their new home. It is from this new home in the sky, Thanos and his sons and the woman known as Maiden of the Mist watch over the people of Earth. Just as Thanos once thundered beneath the water on the earth, now he thunders from upwards in the sky. The basin that was carved out of the creek by the serpent's body is known as the Horseshoe of Niagara Falls. And there the Phoenician people gathered to honor the gods and to thank them for their gratitude and kindness. And even now, if you listen closely and clearly, you can hear the echo of Thanos' voice in the mighty waterfalls. And if you look closely at the mist that drifts into the sky, you will see the maiden mist who once walked upon this earth to help her Phoenician people. If you like the story, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for listening.